Yo, what up, Topher? Oh, oh man. How is your day going today, Topa? Volcano Dungeon. What? You talking about Melbourne? That's what I thought. Yeah, I go back and forth with playing it. I don't remember where I left off. I know I did the four elemental gods or something, like the first four or something, to get their set pieces. So I think I have like a mage set, a range set, and I think a melee set from like those first four gods you can fight. Yeah, sound about right. I think it's been a while since I touched it. I farmed out that gear so I can clear the one the fourth god. After killed that god, I was like, all right, that was like 3 months worth of work. So I closed it for a little while. I'm kind of eating a little bit. Just got on the computer. I was looking up some builds for this guy. I saw. So, take a look at this. So this guy made a build. Oh, where'd the video go that I was watching a minute ago? All right. So this guy made a build yesterday. He put out a video for it, right? I don't like his voice, but basically, if you take a look at this, like he's got some big bleeds, right? And then he just one shots the boss, right? Kind of like what I'm trying to build up. I don't think he shows it again, but it's the idea, right? If you like see this, he has 147,000 bleed damage or damage right now, and a few seconds later, he has 220,000. A few seconds later, he's got almost 400,000. So he's got some big bleeds, and they just smacks him. So one thing that he said in his guide is instead of getting Crimson Salt, he actually gets a pair of unique boots called Beetle Bite or something like that, I think is what it said. And Beetle Bite says bleeds are aggravated on mobs in your presence or something like that. So basically, it aggravates any bleed when you're near them. And since Rake jumps you into it, not yet, mate, Edge. So since Rake puts you point blank, you're within presence. So it guarantee aggravates your bleeds. So you keep the 5 second duration, but you can take advantage of the aggravate too. Yeah, I just got to interludes. It took me 3 attempts to kill the guy yesterday. I had no idea what I was doing. It was kind of a pain in the ass. Which guy? The last boss in Act 4. The guy that has like he turns into like the Hulk. So I'm really torn on what I want to do. I'm leaning towards just going spear because I like the idea of Hammer of the Gods, but the fact that I have to build up the glory to drop it on something means that yes, I could drop it on bosses for big damage once I gear it up, but I have to get the heavy stun on a boss, and some bosses are really hard to get the heavy stun on, even with tons of like stun build up, right? So I feel like this isn't consistent enough to really warrant using it. And then on top of that, in order to really get big damage with it, I have to use a two-hander. Which means I'd have to either A, drop the shield, or B, I'd have to pick up Titan's Grip. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm down. Yeah, if you want to toss it at me. I mean, that's much better than what I'm wearing. That's much better than what I'm wearing, yeah. Wait, I rolled double increased fizz? That's actually insane. Yeah, because I'm rocking this 48 to 88. And yours was 63, so it's more flat damage. It's more attack speed. Hey, this is no longer allowing trading? Wait, why? Oh, fuck. Yeah, plus 2 to skills? Yeah, exactly. That gives me indirect more damage. Anyway, so I like the idea of Stampede for clear, but at the end of the day, I think Stampede is just very niche, and it's only good if you go full slam build. And if I'm gonna be playing like Blood Hunt Execution, I feel like we're losing a lot of for slams. No, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That one's really good. That one's really good for gloves. Yeah, yeah. I don't know why. It said this instance is no longer allowing trading, so it like broke my hideout. Hold on. Yeah. I just have to. It said I had to like re-instance or something for some apparent reason. So I'm gonna just leave and then come back, or you can join me in town. But anyway, I'm leaning towards using Rake for clear. Now it might not be the biggest AOE clear skill, but it does dash me, and if I can get the bleed and the damage up on it enough to kill like white mobs and have purity of blood for explosions, I feel like the map clear won't be too bad with Rake. Because I'll just dash from group to group. Um, and then they'll be exploding, doing damage to the other things around them. And I think it won't be too bad for a clear. Well, with that said, I think I need another skill. Um, so I can generate rage. I'm trying to think if there's an like a aura or some sort of like passively castable skill or something that I can generate rage with easily without having to manually cast a random skill. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you. I'm put this away for now. Um, okay, this is huge. All right. If you're trying to find a way to generate rage, got up and running? Hell yeah, I have. So, have impales in this game, do they work just like PoE1? Okay, I'll have to look it up. Because I know impale stores up the fifth hit, right? And allows it to be reapplied by other skills. Okay, I don't know what's going on with my game today. So if something has impale on it, and then I hit him with a blood hunt's going to take effect of the stored up damage from impale, giving me more damage for my blood hunt. But it'll also give me more damage for my rakes. So I have impale on them and I rake them. The rake will have a higher damage, which will give it a higher bleed. Let's look. Let's look up impale. I don't like this website, honestly. All right, interesting. So you attack, you apply an impale. The next attack consumes that impale, and rinse and repeat. So it is different than PoE1. But the question is, do you think putting impale on rake is worth it? And the reason I say that is because if I rake, right, and I hit them, and then it applies an impale from that damage from the rake, my next rake will consume that impale, then reapply another impale. Well, the thing with impale is impale increases my damage, right? Because it takes part of that damage that was from the previous hit and it adds it to the next hit. And it being a bigger hit means the bigger bleed. Does that make sense? Because the bleed is based off the amount of damage I deal. What's that? Oh shit. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, just generically speaking, Cap, your bleed is based off the amount of damage that you hit with. So if I hit for 100, my bleed will be based off the 100 hit, right? Now, if I hit for 100 and that impales, 30% of that will be added to the next hit. So that's 30 damage. On my next rake, I will hit roughly 130, which means my bleed will be based off of 130. And the way I'm looking at this, Hab, is if we look at support gems, for rake specifically, right? We have to like go through all of them, obviously. But let's say we'll just take the high tier ones, right? Um, kind of like scroll through most of them just to see if we can find anything that I don't know what works with it, you know? Non-elm. This doesn't work with bleed, does it? This says non-ailment damage over time. We're not gonna mess with this, but I'm just curious. What do you mean it says non-bleed? What? No, it says damaging ailments. Ailments that deal damage are bleed, ignite, and poison. Where does it say non-bleed? Non-ailment damage over time. I don't see bleed in this anywhere. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Non-ailment. That's what I'm saying. Ailment to me, like, is this, right? Ailments are bleeding, ignite, chill, freeze, blah, blah. Okay, so that doesn't make any sense. So supported skills deal 50% more non-ailment damage over time. These are all the different ailments. But what's the damage over time that's not an ailment? I'm so confused. Whatever. Um, yeah, non-ailment, which means something that does damage over time that is not an ailment. So it would have to be something like, oh shit, I don't even know. What applies like a burn? Like that's what I'm saying. This doesn't make any sense because it says these are the damaging ailments, right? Which is bleed, ignite, and poison. But what does damage that's not a damaging ailment? Doesn't make any sense. Oh, I mean, but it does say. Okay, you're right. You're right. So, essence, strain, contagion. Yeah. Okay, I get it now. Okay, that makes sense. Kind of weird, but makes sense. Okay. I don't understand that. Um. So yeah, I'm trying to go through here. The reason I'm bringing up Impale is because of Impale, if Impale says that it retains 30% of the Impale's damage, right? So I hit for 100, it calculates, it says, oh, here's 30 damage. Your next hit will do 30 damage more. It's like a 30% more multiplier, right? Gives you 30% more damage. And I'm trying to think, is there something else that gives more than that we're not already using? This could be useful if I had something that hit with projectiles. Like an autocast. I've seen some people using like Orb of Winter or something. Autocasting. Hmm. Interesting. That's what I'm saying, Habs. Like, if I put Impale on Rake, my first hit will be kind of weak. My second hit will be 30% higher. And every subsequent hit, I don't think it will continuously grow. Because, I mean, I don't think that's how PoE 1's Impales worked, but it could. But if it does, that'd be sick. But that's a huge, like, rolling 30% multiplier. Even at bare minimum, just a 30% increase is still good, right? Yeah, I was looking at a couple other things. Um, the only reason I'm saying Impale Hab is because yes, there's probably better supports, but I don't want to have to use like a bunch of skills, right? I want to simplify the amount of skills and maybe not do as much damage or be as efficient, but I want it simple, right? I don't want to be like, all right, I got to hit him with this skill, this skill. I got to generate all my rage up to this with this skill. And then once all that's done, then I hit him with a rake. And then I hit him with this, maintain my impale stack. And then I hit him with this. And then I hit him with that. Like, I don't want to have to, like, do, like, 100 different things just to maintain, like, efficiency, right? Well, I just want to dash back and forth, bleed the shit out of him, and just execute him. So I did see on one build, they use disengage with holy descent and a couple other things. I think it has holy descent, rage. I think it has impale as well. So he'd rake in, and then he'd disengage out to apply the impale. And then when he landed, he'd have consecrated ground. Yeah, exactly. That's what I saw as well. And that's only four though, Hab. So I can get a fifth technically when I get further in. And that's why I was thinking as a fifth, I could use impale so I could drop a skill. Also, Hab, I'm gonna look at more stuff in a second. Yeah, so I mean, I don't think Rage would be the best. I mean, it might be actually, but Bleed Three. Um, oh wait, Bleed Three is not on that, right? You said Brutality, sorry. Um, the problem I could see is no matter what, I'm gonna have to run a second skill, right? Because I'm raking in over and over again. I think having Impale on it is a good idea, but I need to generate rage is the problem. So I need to have a rage generator on bosses. So I can run in, I can generate up to like my max rage real quick. And then start hitting with rage. Because the rage is gonna give me a huge amount of damage increase. So I'm wondering if we can run like rapid assault, right? Like a generic, you know, increased attack speed, rage kind of. So it just attacks ridiculously fast, generates my rage to max, like really, really fast, right? The sport skills grant 5 rage on melee hits. Sport skills have more attack speed while you're not at max rage. So I feel like this could be insane with like rapid assault with the attack speed with rapid attacks. I don't care about its damage, right? I care about how fast can I apply 50 rage. And as long as I'm in combat, I shouldn't lose my rage. So like on a boss, as long as I'm in combat, so I can only generate rage every 0.5 seconds. So I can technically gain 10 rage a second. Max is 30, so it takes me 3 seconds. I wonder if there's anything else I could do. More attack speed isn't going to change how it works, right? Now I'm trying to think of like a skill. Yeah, like I'm trying to think of a skill that would keep me safe but generate my rage easily. Kind of like what you were just saying. Echo? What's echoes? Um, it so as long as the skill hits, it should give me rage every 0.5 seconds in 0.5 second increments. So you need to hit at least twice a second to generate maximum rage. Which is kind of like I was thinking, like um, where is it? The rapid assault. It attacks stupid fast. It doesn't need to attack this fast. But rapid assault also has spearheads, right? They inflict bleed on hit, and the spearhead duration is 30 seconds. So it has a built-in bleed at the end of the rapid assault, right? And then inflicts bleed on hitting, explosion radius, blah blah blah. So you can explode them as well with another skill, with like a detonate skill, right? So this could be a way to start the fight off with like hella attack speed, with like some generic damage incorporated into it, but with rage. So it'd be like rage. Maybe we just do in rage, impale. Um, what was I thinking? Rage, impale. Oh, like attack speed, and then like 2 damaging ones. And I just stand in front of a boss and just fucking rapid assault him until I'm max rage. And then I use like a detonate skill. Trying to think of how to detonate it. Because you read this, Detonator skills will cause stuck spearheads to explode. So this is what I'm looking for. Detonator skills. I think this is a yeah. Um, how do I find a detonator skill? This is detonator, technically. And that's the detonator. Well, we're gonna be using spears. That's why I'm talking about rapid assault edge. That's what I type in DET. And these are the only two I found. Because this is not a detonator skill. It just needs to be detonated, and this one needs to be detonated. So it doesn't matter which one we use. Um, not a huge fan of that. That's not what we wanted. I don't have Dex to look at this one. Why can I not look at this one now? Oh, okay, use a bigger skill. Come on. What was this? I don't have a 9. I don't have a 10. Get it with 11? Okay. Alright. Okay, so I think this is our better bet. It's like a guaranteed detonate. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. I didn't have one. I needed one a high enough level to click on it, but a low enough level that I had the dex for it. I think this would be a good idea. Because it detonates once it lands. So ideally, like I said, we could put it on like Q or something, right? Um, or maybe we can move Blood Hunt to like this and then put like Rapid Assault on left click. You could Rapid Assault, apply a bunch of spearheads. We could leap into them to detonate them when we're at max rage, and then we could just start rake spamming. And we could just drop all the slams all together. Well, I mean, it's not too many buttons, right? So like right now, like the way I have it currently set up, like I have what 5 buttons, right? If we switch this to this, we get rid of this. We get rid of Stampede, we get rid of this, right? This turns into the Lightning Slam, right? This goes to here. We add Rapid Assault. That's it. So we have Rapid Assault, we have Rake, we have Blood Hunt, and we have the Slam. That's 4 buttons. And literally all it starts out as is we run in, we Rapid Assault him until we're maxed, we Furious Jump onto him, and then we just Rake, disengage, Rake. I mean, we could add disengage to it. I might have to add disengage temporarily until we can get up to 5 support gems on Rake, which puts us to 5 abilities, which is kind of annoying. But I'm only using 2 skills at the start, and then I'm using 3 skills towards the for the rest of the fight. That's why I'm saying like it's not a lot of buttons because I don't have to maintain all 5 buttons. I'm only using it situationally. Bloodhound's Mark, is that a skill? I don't think so. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So Leap Slam's gonna get replaced with the Thunderous Slam, right? Hammer of Gods is going away completely, and I'm gonna put Blood Hunt there because that's like more or less my execute anyway, right? Rapid Assault's going to be on my main left click, and I'm only using it at the start of a fight just to build rage and to start the bleeding effect. You know what I'm saying? It's more or less to get some bleed started while I'm generating my rage, hitting him with the explosion to get a little bit more bleed. But I do like your idea of this for the heavy stun buildup, since I'm already applying a bunch of bleed. Get him with that heavy stun. They drop, right? And what's cool about that is it allows me to take advantage of this. This is insane. Yeah, it's specifically for bosses. And it allows me to take advantage of this. Exactly. It's literally a single button press. When I get onto a boss, I apply it, and then I just start rapid assaulting, whooping his ass, and when he's heavy stunned, he's heavy stunned. And like I said, I can take advantage of this when he's heavy stunned. But like this is going to help out a lot. 50% effect of small nodes is gonna help out a lot. So I'm thinking of not picking up Crimson Assault, since there is a pair of boots that can give me guaranteed aggravated bleeds, which means I might not head down here for the attack speed nodes. Because the thing is, like, I was coming down here for attack speed because I was thinking about slams and getting more attack speed. But if I'm flying Rake, the attack speed of Rake doesn't matter as much. Attack speed of Bloodhunt doesn't matter as much. The attack speed of Rapid Assault doesn't really matter all that much either. So I feel like I can drop a lot of this attack speed bullshit, and I can focus on damage, like bleed damage specifically. So we have bleed up here, right? So I can focus more on bleed, right? Which bleed is technically all around here. But we have this one up here that gives us, 15 magnitude and 10% chance to bleed. Which I don't need the chance to bleed in theory. I need the magnitudes, right? So we get 25% magnitude here. But then this gives us another 10. So that's 35% magnitude. And then we get another 10 right here. That's another 20. So it's 30. That's like what? Was that 25, 35? So 65? 65 magnitude just from those two pickups, but they're a little far away, right? The problem is I would love to somehow find a way to get crit. Crit would be huge. Um, I don't know if the incisions are worth it. But you see how like, more magnitude of bleeding inflicted with critical hits. Critical hits would juice the bleed significantly. And then I don't know if bleed duration is worth it, if I'm being honest. Um, and then you got more magnitude down here, but I don't know if this is worth it. But you got attack damage against bleeding enemies. And then maybe we might need some accuracy. I don't know. What do you think? Is this worth coming over? Like getting this one's fine for like 35 magnitude, but I don't know if it's worth coming down here for another 30 magnitude. Because we do have more magnitude here, but it's only 10%. I don't know if it's worth coming in for 10%. It'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4 points for another 15% magnitude. Yeah, I don't think crit is in my cards right now. Crit would be like a super in-game thing, I think, right? Um, well, I mean, well, with this in general, we could pick up things like this. Look at these huge attack damage nodes. We can pick up this whole wheel, give us huge attack, right? Um, I mean, that's one section we could go into for more damage. Like I said, I think this is safe. I don't think this is worth the points. Because we'd have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. 8, 9, 10 points for 30% magnitude. I don't think 10 points is worth 30 magnitude. I mean, unless we're down here for something else. Like, this is kind of nice for movement speed, but I don't think it's necessary. So, I mean, this one's close. Like, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points still. In theory, we could drop this. If we don't feel like the 30 magnitude is worth it. If we just go straight damage, right? So this is all our attack damage nodes, right? So we got this. Huge, right? 50% attack damage. This is 30% magnitude of ailments you inflict, which pretty sure bleed is an ailment. Oh, so this is huge. This one right here. Like, I don't care if we reduce our attack speed all that much. 10 points for 10? Wait, where are we seeing the 10? Because this is like 9 points or whatever, and I get 20%, which once I have this, it'll give me 30%. Actually, it'll be 10 points, and I'll get 25%, or 10, 20, 35%, and then I get another 10, so that's like 45%. This is huge. This is worth it. And then this is a good one, like you were just saying. And then we get more magnitude, so that's 12%, plus 12% is 24%, plus another 12%, 36%, plus another 30. That's like 60 something percent magnitude. That's huge. Plus all this attack damage, plus this. That's huge for us. Do you think I need accuracy though? That's the quick question. That's what I'm worried about, is I think I can miss. If the wheel need preparation? Wait. Are you talking about this one down here? Talking about this one? I don't know what preparation is. Well, supposedly, I don't know how true this is. They removed accuracy from melee, but I tend to miss anyway. And then they gave us a um mace that says always hits. So it basically gives you resolute technique without giving you resolute technique, which is basically you can't miss. So I think accuracy does play a role, but I'm not 100% on how much. If that makes sense. So if we like look at, let's say, Blood Hunt, for example. Yeah, accuracy. Man-hit accuracy, blah, blah, blah. Estimated hit chance. Uh, chance to hit at 0 meters or whatever, it's 100%. And then if we look at this one, yeah, it says 100%. So maybe I can't miss already. Don't know. I feel like it needs accuracy, and it does miss, even though it says it doesn't. But anyway, I was just curious because like this is a little bit more damage plus accuracy, which is probably not necessary. But which one is the? Okay, let me look at preparation that you're talking about really quick. Where's preparation? Am I crazy? Oh, you're talking about this one. The two 10%ers? Yeah, I don't think 10% or 10 points is worth 30 magnitude. Oh, you're talking about this one. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So it's like 5 points for 15 magnitude. I don't think that's worth it. Yeah. I got you. Yeah, I don't think that's worth it. I was just looking at what we had. But I do like this wheel. I do like this wheel. Um, these are area damage, so this doesn't really help. Um, okay, we could take advantage of like attack damage while holding a shield. So this could be useful. Um, we're not going to be shouting anymore, so the empowers aren't going to work. Here's where I'm talking about. So we could pick up crit down the road. So crit bonuses, crit chance from attacks. Like we could get some crit down the road when we have the currency, like you were talking about. Can't ancestral boost, so we're not going to do that. Not going to do this. Not going to do that. So we're not going to be down here. This is more present stuff. This is more crit. Leech could be something for survivability purposes. I don't know if this is worth picking up. Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. Have like, if in theory, if we could get like a really good crit spear, some good crit gear, and then invest in the crit, it's possible. But until then, it's not even worth looking at. All right, so I think this is worth it. This is worth it. Um, Possibly the shield nodes because we will be using a shield, and we could get block chance. Because if we can get 50% block, this is huge. 5%, 5%, 5%. That's 15. That puts us to like plus another like 7, right? That's like 22% block. Then we get 2 to max block. Like we could go with block. If we can get to like 50% block chance, that could be pretty huge for us. And then we got, instead of attack damage, we got melee. I don't know how to spell melee. Alright, so we got melee damage nodes. We could refund the stun buildup. But actually, do we want to keep the stun buildup if we're using that a blood thing you were talking about? Because that could be pretty useful. Increased melee attack damage with hits at close range. This could really benefit us. There's only a couple points. That's huge, actually. Because we're gonna be at close range when we're hitting. I don't want to come over here because like we're not really in this area. Yeah, but the stun, the bleed can generate stun buildup. But if I have increased stun buildup, the buildup will happen faster. Is what I'm getting at. Yo, thanks for the hydrate, Ev. Appreciate it. That's the last of my water for now. Um, I'm just saying, like 30% increased stun buildup basically just makes it build faster. But we could go this way for melee damage instead, just for raw damage increase. So that's a swap we can make. What else do we have options for? One-handed? Mm, nothing close. What about shield? Uh, holding a shield. Let's do that. Holding a shield. Hmm. I feel like that's about the best we're gonna get. I mean, we have this attack damage while holding a shield, attack damage while holding a shield, one attack damage per block chance. So I mean, we could do. We're gonna be here anyway. We could pick up this. All right, so I'm not hating this. Not hating this. We could make the swap today. Make it work. So the way I see it working, is the way stun buildup works is whatever generates stun, um, and builds X amount of stun buildup based off the amount of damage it's doing or whatever. But it also calculates based off of percentage increasements to stun. So let's say one damage is one stun, but if you have 100% stun buildup, that one damage is now two stun buildup. And that skill you pointed out, it basically said, what was it called again? Blood Mark. It says, making them suffer heavy stun buildup from blood loss. So basically, while they're taking damage from bleeds, their heavy stun gauge will start increasing, because right now it doesn't. It only increases off of physical hits, or like direct hits, right? Not from damage over time. This will allow for the rake bleed while they're bleeding for thousands and thousands of damage to generate stun buildup. And if I have increased stun buildup, it should generate faster, causing that heavy stun sooner. And as I said before, when they're heavy stunned, I could take huge advantage of these nodes, right? So this is 50%, 20%, 20%. And then if I get this, these two 20s become 30, so that's 60 plus 50, that's 110% increased damage, which is kind of insane. I also need to refund Aftershock, and I need to refund this whole wheel. So I'm torn at this point. Do we go this route, which could be nuts? 50% more damage against heavy stun enemies. So we get a 50% more multiplier on top of 110% increased damage for anybody that's stunned. Absolutely nuts. Plus, we still get this. We do give up 15% more max life, but we do gain massive heavy stun damage. Yeah, we can look at it in a second here, Hab. I'm trying to unfuck my guy. But we can. I'll follow you really quick. I'll go to wherever you go, and you can show me. And then I want to spend some time. It's for bosses specifically, Hab. Because like the thing is, my only other option is more armor or more max life. This wheel is wasted without doing slams, and there's no point in getting crushing blow unless I'm trying to heavy stun. Right? There's no point in going this route unless I'm going to this. I'm in the first interlude. I don't know. I haven't been there yet. I don't want to actually fully run it yet. I just want to see what your build kind of looks like. See how kind of jazzy it is. Uh, But yeah, I gotta get my skills all set back up. I gotta grab the new skills. I gotta equip them. I gotta try and get some supports on them, and try and get this build up and running the way I want it. It's true. Like I said, like usually you build a character for a specific purpose, and if I was building them for boss deleting, then it makes sense to go for the 50% more damage on heavy stun mobs. But at the same time, depending on how much stun it builds up, um, it might not even have a much uptime. You know what I'm saying? The uptime might be way too low for it to be worth having. All right, we're going here. I might. I don't know yet. I haven't really been farming all that much yet, so. Oh, it's Beard. I thought it was you, Beard. I just didn't want to assume. You've been grinding this game? Yeah, this game's insane, Ev. I just remember seeing the name. I was like, everybody always called Beard Ev. So I'm gonna assume it's him, but I don't know. Didn't want said I don't want to make an ass out of you and me. All right, all right. I have no idea what we're doing. This is the first time I've ever been here. Oh, is this the one zone you can't do? All right, I just went to the first one. My bad. I can go to a different one if you want. Yeah, I remember the name from yesterday. We were telling me you couldn't do this one. Yeah, like I said, this build will be scuffed in comparison to like other people's builds. Like some people did it on the Huntress, obviously. Some people oh, that's weird. You want me to do a different map? Yeah, we can go to a different map. That's fine. What are you playing, Ev? You're still loading? Holy shit. Crazy. My load times are terrible, but I don't know what all that said at the bottom of my screen, but it sounds terrifying. You want a potato? Fine. Like I said, there's a lot I need to do to unfuck this build, but like I said, a lot of people are playing it on like a blood mage because you can I think like what lightning damage or whatever can apply to bleed magnitude because so that gets kind of like cracked out of its mind. And then some people are playing it as a huntress as well, taking advantage of like blood boil and a few other things I think or something that I saw. I don't think anybody's gonna play it as a titan, so it's gonna be a little awkward. But yeah, I do like the idea of going a little bit more defensive, so I don't take as much damage, so I'm less likely to die. Instead of relying upon a 50% more damage multiplier when they're heavy stunned, hoping that they're heavy stunned often. At the end of Act 2. Yo, you can play weekends. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That's huge. Well, the one thing about the Titan that I do like is it has super generic ascendancies other than the slam stuff. Like other than the slam stuff, the rest of it's super generic. Like I said, the increased armor, the increased max HP, the increased small passive nodes, like all of that is totally doable for any build. Any build can take advantage of those. But let's go. So I'm assuming you have to manually cast Spark or Arc or whatever that is, and then when you crit, it just auto casts the lightning bolt. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You cast Spark? Okay. I thought you were doing Arc the other day, so that's why I was asking. Yeah, it's pretty insane. Oh shit, you just lightning. Bro, your lightning bolt just saved my life. That was crazy. It randomly just casted where I was standing and killed a dude that was spawning next to me. That was nuts. Spotify, why? What happened? Is it the ads that are randomly playing in the background that I'm not even listening to? Yeah, if you have any questions or you need any help, man, feel free to ask. But yeah, monk builds are kind of insane. I haven't played one yet, but I've seen a handful. They're fucking nuts. Like Hollow Palm is busted. Wind Slash I think got nerfed recently, but it should still be pretty solid. I'm probably not as good as it was. Bro, monks are busted. Like legit monks are busted. Oh, I have to kill some people here. I have to kill this dude and whatever this is. Home Shrine. Oh, is this like a side content to get back? Okay. Yeah, so this build here, Ev, he has a unique amulet that, on crit, it automatically casts a level X lightning bolt or whatever. And with how many times he's hitting, he basically guaranteed crits and it lightning bolt automatically. Like an auto cast lightning bolt, it's kind of cracked. Yo, let's go. Sweet. Thank you, thank you. Oh, that was the one. Okay, that was the action. So I still need to kill Kukuri or whatever this guy is. Yeah, I got two shields. I got one on my back and one on my front. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's with down scaling. So you're like at my level. I did not want to click on that. More challenging build? What do you mean by challenging? Are you talking about your build being too strong? Monks are busted. In my opinion, monks are absolutely busted. If you want a challenging build, if you want to challenge yourself, Ev, and you want to fucking like want to uninstall the game, play a goddamn warrior. Play a fucking slam build warrior. I swear to God, you will never play the game again. Fucking sucks more than anything I've ever played. Doing up there? You're not gonna go through this door? Bro, you will. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Do not play warrior on hardcore until you fucking learn the character. You will absolutely hate your life. I'm gonna tell you right now. I've learned a lot from playing him for the second time through, and I still hate him. I love warriors in every game I play. I love the idea of a warrior. I fucking hate the warrior in this game. And it's not that I hate the warrior. I hate the mace skills specifically. Oh yeah, we're looking for a boss. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was gonna be in a side door like the other one was. Have a nice trip. Oh shit. Oh, it's this thing again. Ow! Kick his ass! Kick his ass! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. Oh, you died 10 times in your warrior? Yeah, bro. Warriors are the worst. Ow! Well, like I said, being a warrior per se isn't the bad part. It's what skills you use is the problem. I don't care who you are, if you're playing a mace build, it fucking sucks. Early level mace build, fucking blow dick hole. We should have just used the system to teleport. That's fine. Oh, there's a quest here? Oh, I don't know where. Oh, is it? It says follow the god. Pointing left. Doubled your damage with this? Oh god, I gotta see that in a second. It's pointing this way. I mean, do we have to get through here? Like, I'm so lost. Just follow the guide to locate the final wayfinder. I don't. It was pointing left. I don't know what we're doing. Maybe it's over here. Oh, found another checkpoint. Okay, that's probably not what we were looking for. Bro, why is there like so many entrances to that one place? That's crazy. I want to read what Ed was saying. Okay. I'm fucking lost. So lost. Oh, okay, I see an arrow pointing south on my screen. I see an arrow pointing south. I didn't realize I had my own arrow on me. Right here. I found it. All right, left. All right, now that I have an idea how I'm looking for. Oh shit! There's almost bad. Oh, sorry. I don't know what you mean by enter this zone. Sorry, I'm just running around trying not to die and trying to read like 3 chats. But yeah, if you play Warrior, bro, I feel sorry for you. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, do I have to run through here or something? Shit. Oh, is that it? Oh, okay. And there's nothing in this zone? What's the fucking point of it? Okay. But there's nothing I need here? Is that what you're saying? Just tells me to go here for no other apparent reason? +6 projectiles? What the fuck? Now I'm even more confused. You said that you found the NPC and then you're in the pools where I was. I'm so fucking lost, bro. I was running through clearing it. You said go in there just to finish the quest and you were going to find an NPC. And then you said you found the NPC. So I came out to come like to the NPC and then you're in the. I'm so confused. So lost. You're making things very confusing. Is that it? Oh, you just linked me a crossbow? Oh, that was your crossbow that was linked. +6 projectile skills. That's insane. Loads an additional bolt, additional projectile, boost damage, leech, extra. That's pretty insane. Oh, that was just a quest? Okay. So we gotta go back to where I was then? The pools or something? Yeah, I thought that's pretty good. But yeah, if you want to try a warrior, man, and you have any questions, I've played it twice now, hated it both times. Feel free to ask pretty much anything you need. I'll give you any information I can give you to help you out. Hit all the thorns items, really? I was wondering why things were dying when they were hitting you. And I'm pretty sure thorns can crit on you too, right? Or you can crit with thorns. Because I've seen your lightning bolt triggered uh when you got hit sometimes too. It was pretty funny. Oh, so you can make a thorns warrior? Gotcha. I thought you were using it on that guy. You gotta keep the joy of monk for now, yeah. Yo, where'd you get those? Yo, where'd you get those? Did those drop while we were playing? Ouch, that fucking hurt. Yeah, these are the boots that they recommend I use to get aggravated bleed without having aggravated bleed. I was thinking about just seeing a price checking to get one and it just handed me one. Yeah, because basically if you read the boots, uh anything in your presence the gets an aggravated bleed, right? And since Rake dashes me in, they're within my presence. So it gives me guaranteed aggravated bleed for having those boots on. Which kind of nice. Yeah, what was that? Reservation of minion skills? Interesting. Is that what we were here for? Oh, something hit me. Yeah, I have so if you have any questions about like the leveling process or the quests or you get lost or whatever, feel free to ask. I've already had to do it a handful of times and that shit's a pain in the ass. Yo, what up, Bean? Yes, Bean. Sorry, I don't know how long ago you sent that, but yes, it absolutely blows dick leveling. Okay, let me rephrase this. Put it in perspective, Bean. It's not that the warrior per se sucks to level. It's the hammer skills or the mace skills suck early game. They just feel really bad. They're very slow. They're very clunky. They just, for how long they take to attack, they don't do nearly enough damage. So you're better off leveling with different skills and segueing into slams and maces later. Once you have a decent attack speed or something. Get this app though. Does that answer your question, Bean? So checkpoint here with a big room. I don't know if this is what we're looking for. Oh, you're getting dick punched down there. What's going on? There's quest items? I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen any items. Got all the checkpoints. Like I said, I haven't found a single like item, like green item. Maybe I missed them. Maybe I didn't wasn't really looking for them. Yeah, I didn't click on these. Oh, it's just two rares. Oh, no idea. Oh, you gonna turn down scaling up? Aw. Bean, I know my shit's delayed, so I don't know if you actually saw I got my answer or not. Okay, so we got two more points. Definitely need more decks to be able to use the higher tier spear skills. I wonder if we drop strength stacking though. Also, do you think we pick up buckler instead of regular shield? Yeah, I feel like it almost felt the same. Well, so one of the videos I played at the very beginning was a guy talking about his blood hunt build, playing it as I think a huntress or something. Uh, but he said he had 50% block and he had deflection. Plus he had evasion. So like that was all of his defensive layers he had. So I'm wondering if going with a buckler so I can get deflection would be worth it. No, you're all good. I was just saying, like, if you get stuck or you don't know where to go or something, or quest doesn't make sense, or you need help with something, just feel free to ask. I said I've played a bunch of warriors and I've struggled the whole time through it. So, and I know you're not gonna play warrior for now, but I would definitely recommend playing your monk, having fun, enjoying it before you get into a struggle bus, dog shit ass fight with a fucking warrior and hating it. I'll zone back in for you. I do need to mess with my build though, because we're gonna take some stuff off. All right, we need to go through our gear too that we just picked up. All right. All right, so we wanted to swap this on. Give us more damage. We'll get rid of this. Take a look at all those and this. So currently wearing double resist armor with a little strength. Huge life roll. Attack speed. Armor, life, attack speed, strength, fire. I don't know how I feel about any of these, honestly. Like, I get a little life on this. Get a little attack speed. I lose some resist. None of these have resist. This is bad. This is bad. That's a huge life roll. Oh, wait. What's the difference in these? It says minimum item level 55. So, does this, like, can this be used on any, like, can this not be used on anything? Like high level stuff? I don't understand the difference. Oh, I have no idea yet. I haven't got, like, that's like 30 minutes down the road. I'll give you better mods. Oh, okay. Reduce attributes. Fuck you. Okay. Get rid of all these. I need it to wear these. But yeah, see how it's aggravate bleeding on enemies when they are in your presence. So as long as I stay near him, he has aggravated bleeding, which is kind of sick, and I'm always dashing it anyway. Jesus. Oh, Jesus. You're really trying to juice me out. You're trying to really juice me out. What level do you start getting tier 5s? Are these from map? The tier 5s? I don't need the boots. Because I'm going to be wearing these boots. I just need a little bit of ent. So you can take the boots. Yo, that belt though. Yeah, that belt though. I'll take that belt. Not the boots. I'll take the belt. The only reason I don't want the boots is because I'm going to be putting these on. So I have aggravated bleeding. Where do I get rid of? Okay, we're just gonna sell this shit. I don't care that much. Go to this guy. You're getting him in interludes? Okay. Oh, that belt though. Hell yeah. Alright. Let's get rid of. Oh, ball sack. Give me that back. Almost almost sold what I wanted. Glad they have a buyback feature. Alright. Alright. So let's take off what we don't want to use. So we are not going to be using hammer. We're not going to be using leap. We're not going to be using seismic cry. We're not going to be using stampede. We're not going to be using overwhelming presence. So this is what we're going to be using. Question is, do we still use scavenge plating? We could switch to a different aura. Scavenge plating basically just gives us armor whenever we like stun somebody or break their armor. And I'm not doing either. I feel like this is kind of useless on me. Having chaos res as well, that's huge. Alright, so let us start with your skills. We need. Let's get Blood Hunt maxed out. And Rake. Right? We want to level those up. That's our main sources of damage. Dude, that's insane. Marked target receives heavy stun buildup equal to 300% of blood loss. That's actually ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Okay, so we need Thunderous Leap, but I don't need a high level Thunderous Leap, honestly. I just need it to detonate stuff. And maybe we do level 12 Rapid Assault. And then we got a level 11 here. We could do level 11. Yeah, we can do level 11, just Blood Mark. Call that a day. And then we got level 9s here, which is perfect because we can just do the leap with level 9. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where's it going? It's like it's not making it. Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck, bro? Wanna get some water? Give me just a second, guys. Oh, all right, we got water now. Let's get back into the game. Ugh. Feel bad because I don't know if Bean actually heard my response earlier. All right, back to what we were doing. So let us get our Thunderous Leap. They're in different spots now. That's really awkward. All right, so we now have Bloodhunt, Execute, Rake, Bleed, Rapid Assault to apply some of our skills. We have this for build up and this for explosion. Still have 3 open slots. Oh, they drop in 55 plus. Okay, that's pretty good then. Yeah, I know. My filter is from like 0.1. I haven't played it since then, so I haven't updated my filter. All right. So what are we gonna do here? So I feel like Bloodhunt. I'm doing what's right for Bloodhunt, right? So we got 30% more fizz damage. We got 20% more attack damage because I'm dashing in anyway. And then as long as I move more than 2 meters, I get 40% more damage. I feel like this is the 3 that I want. I mean, obviously we can upgrade it to a 4 because you gave me a 4. I don't know what we would put in it. Rake, once again, Brutality, kind of go to. That's 30% more damage. Close Combat, once again, another 20% more damage. Kind of a go-to, right? And then Deep Cuts for more magnitude. Now, we could get Deep Cuts 2, which would give us more, which I think is worth it. What is Deep Cuts 2? It's a 5. Okay. We'll pick that up instead. That's helpful. Okay. At least it's with Rapid Assault. We want Impale, right? And we want Rage. Wait, did we want Impale? I don't think we wanted Impale. We wanted Rage for sure. Did we want Bleed on this? I think we wanted Bleed on this as well. There is a player market, Ev, but you have to get like to Act 4, roughly. I mean, I could do attack speed. The problem have is like, since I can only generate rage every 0.5 seconds, and this attacks 6 times per attack, right? I feel like I don't need more attack speed on it. Does that make sense? You have to, yeah, it's in Act 4, Ev. I don't know if you have to complete Act 4 or if it's in the middle of Act 4. But yeah, since Rage can only apply every 0.5 seconds and it attacks 6 times at a time, I feel like this is fine for attack speed wise. So, and Rage will give me attack speed. So if we look at Rage really quick. So we can go to Rage 3, right? Supported skills have 15% more attack speed while I'm not at max Rage. So it's going to already get 15% more attack speed. Right? So we put that in. Boom. Now you can see we went down from 1.2 to 1.04. So I think that's more than enough attack speed. Since it's 0.5 seconds for one rage. So, or so for one proc of rage. So I think that's good. And I'm thinking just, I don't know what more to put on it. Like, do we put on defensive skills of some kind? Something that like makes me take less damage while doing it? Or maybe we put on leech or something, or we just give it more damage plus leech so I can face tank a little bit while I'm doing it. I don't know. No, Hab, go ahead, keep the money. You've already given me enough. You know, you gave me a bunch of the jeweler things, which were worth a couple exalts. You gave me a bunch of like 5 gems, and you know what I mean. I'm fine. And you gave me these boots. Fine. You keep it. All right. let's see. So let's look at rapid assault. What do they recommend? So, I mean, we could do brutality. That's huge damage call, right? More max fizz, which we need that for our other skills. Close combat, not bad. 20% more damage, not bad either. Um, Interesting. This can be ancestral boosted. That's actually kind of crazy to think about it. Huh. Wonder if that's worth it. Just 30% more damage. Huh. I don't know if it's actually worth it. But we can just do brutality. What do you think? Brutality 3, perfectly fine for it. Just rage plus brutality 3 just to give us damage. Or do we put bleed on it? Because I'm wondering is like if we do bleed, 100% chance to bleed, so each stab can imply a bleed. Plus the arrowhead leaves a bleed behind. And then we could do like deep cuts too, to give it more magnitude. Like I said, the whole point is to start the bleeding process, right? Is to get the rage build up, start to build, the bleed build up. I'm wondering if maybe both of these are good. I also want to put bleed 4 on blood hunt because this is 30% more melee fizz damage against bleeding enemies, and hits from sport skills inflict incisions, which doesn't matter. Sport skills cannot cause bleed, but it's a 30% more melee damage, but it can't apply bleed. And this doesn't apply bleed anyway. It consumes all the blood loss to do as much damage as possible. And since they already are bleeding, when I go to use it, I think this is worth it. Um, all right, we're gonna grab bleed 3 for rapid assault. And then thunderous. Honestly, bro, I have no real things I want to do with this at all. Like, we could holy descent for consecrated ground, which is actually not too bad. Um, and maybe we just do attack speed or some shit. It's look how slow that is. 0.59. So maybe we do attack speed. Yeah, maybe we do this. So that shit can actually. That barely helps. Oh, that feels so bad. That actually feels bad. But we can do Holy Descent for sure. The Holy Descent, so we land, get some regen. And then we got Blood Mark. I have no idea what to do with this thing. It's like it does do explosions when they get heavy stun. So when they get heavy stun, they do explode. Now I don't know if the explosion actually does damage to them or things around them. Cannot cause bleeding. Explosion radius gains up to 100% more damage and 100% more area effect. Based on the percentage of the target's heavy stun buildup caused by blood loss. Okay, interesting. Basically, it goes boom pretty hard. Um, oh my god, you can get even more heavy stun buildup with quality on this. It's actually cracked. Um, Honestly, I have. Dumb question. Bro, I could break their armor hab with this? Is that what I'm reading here? Because I'm doing bleeding? So marked enemies by supported skills have armor broken equal to 10% of the physical damage taken. So I could break the fuck out of his armor, making him take even more damage. I'm gonna try it. So what were you saying about Impale isn't useless? Sorry, I didn't catch that. They do want to add Impale. I still want to add Impale. But I need something that actually can apply a decent Impale. And I can do it regularly. Like I said, when I get to 6 sockets, I can definitely Impale with Rake. Um, I'm almost wondering, it's probably not the best idea, but if I put Impale on Blood Hunt, right? Blood Hunt does a shit ton of damage based off of how much blood loss they have, right? What if I impaled off of the Blood Hunt explosion, had a big impale, and then followed up with a rake to get a bigger bleed, to then rinse and repeat back and forth, rake into a Blood Hunt, rake into a Blood Hunt, and just getting chunk damage. Do you think that would be better instead of maybe this one? Because like I feel like close combat 20% multiplier is okay. But I don't know. I'm really torn because 20% more damage versus an impale, uh, basically being 30% more damage to the next hit. I don't want to try it. Worst case, we have impale for later. Let's grab a 4 so we don't use a 5 for that. I don't want to try it. Let's put these away. We also need to look at some of these. All right. So I'm thinking instead of close combat, we do this. I don't know. We'll just put that on that for now. Big shield upgrade. Um, I mean, I could put a greater and I could put impale plus that. You're not wrong. Because I do want to add like heft or some of those other ones as well to it. But you're not wrong. Since Bloodhunt is my main damage source, you're definitely right there. I should just use one of the graders you gave me. Vengeance, Rake, and Bloodhunt are my 2 main sources of damage. Like Rapid Assault, whatever. Thunders is whatever. Blood Mark, I have to figure out what I want to do more with that later. But yeah, you're right. So let's put Impale over here. Let's put Close Combat here. The problem is like I feel like there's better things I could do, right? Um, because like we have heft, 30% more max fizz, which isn't quite like 30% more damage. Um, but according to this, Rake can be ancestral boosted, and I'm actually tempted to try this for Rake because it's only every 3 seconds, but it's a 30% multiplier, 30% more damage. So I think we're gonna put this on it on Rake. which is kind of crazy in my opinion. Yeah, it's only a 3-second wait time to be able to do it, but yeah, it's 30% every 3 seconds. So the thing is, since bleed lasts for 5 seconds anyway, I'm not trying to like spam bleed anyway. I mean, I could, but it's not really worth it. I could just literally rake, wait for it to ancestral boost, rake, right? Just kind of staying safe, and just rinse and repeat that with a 30% multiplier, and just get the big bleed and let the mob follow me to bleed more. I mean, it's already aggravated, but I don't know. I want to try it just to see. Like I said, the 3 second delay might be a little annoying, but I was thinking about ancestral boosting Blood Hunt, but I can't. So, okay, that's why I wanted to read it. Um, yeah, and this is the other one, Heavy Swing, 35% more fizz damage. So this is actually stronger than Ancestral Call and more consistent. So this is definitely better. And I want to put that on Blood Hunt as well. So maybe we get 2 of these. The heavy swings are insane. Because these should work, right? Because this is tagged as melee, and this is tagged as melee, and this just supports melee attacks. This damage cost of attack speed. I'm okay with that. That's a 35% multiplier. What's it called again? Heavy swing? I'm okay with that. 35% more damage for a little bit of reduced cast time. Like I'm okay with that. So maybe we're gonna take this off because this is 30% every 3 seconds versus 35% constant. And then this is only 20%. So we'll go with 35% over the 20%. And we're gonna keep Impale, see how that feels. Alright. We'll give it a shot. We'll see how it works. See how it turns out. We're gonna put this stuff away for now. I don't think we need any more skills. But I did want to check out these. Yeah, so this is what we're using right now. We currently have a 11. This will give us more damage. I don't need, I mean, Wind Dancer is possible, more evasion. I just don't know what to use, honestly. Yeah, so in theory, have what you're saying is like 30% every 3 seconds is like 10% more damage per second, which isn't as much as some of the other ones. So I know what you're saying, and that's why I like swapped it out, but it is an option. So I don't attack as often, but I do get a huge damage boost. I don't want to have to worry about banners. Cast on, cast on, cast on. Berserk. This is cool, but I don't want to lose life while I'm doing it. Archmage. How big is presence? I mean, we could, in theory, juice this presence up. Is, do you think this is something that would be kind of interesting? Big shield upgrade while showing you the build. Nice, that's huge. I'm wondering if this is actually worth it. Because
I get Calling Strike against enemies that have been in your presence for at least 34 seconds, which is a long time. Don't get me wrong. So I'm not really worried about that so much. Granted, if the fight goes that long, I'd like to have Calling Strike. But deal 1% more hit damage, because all my abilities do hit, I'm pretty sure. Like I'm pretty sure like this is a hit, which is our main damage. Anyway, um every 2 seconds they have been in your presence for up to 53%. I mean, that's a long time. That's minutes, right? But presence is 4 meters, right? But you can increase presence size, right? Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's 60 spirit. It's quite a lot. I'm just trying to think of like what we can do because right now all I have is Herald of Blood. So I'm trying to think of what else because we had um like we have overwhelming presence, but I mean I don't really think I need that to get more stun threshold. I don't think I don't need any of that. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't want to use banners. Combat Frenzy is not going to be useful for us because we're not pinning. We're not going to be blaspheming. I mean, we could in theory blasphemy, but that reserves 60. So I mean, we'd have to really find a good curse that's worth it if we're going to go that route. This gives us dodge, but we're not really going dodge. We're going armor. That doesn't help. But we have scavenge plating, but scavenge plating only works when we armor break. Um, we're not really armor breaking. Now, I did see somewhere earlier about armor breaking. Um, from the from this, right? Um, I think that's what we were supposed to put here. Hold on. I think we were supposed to put something with the armor break on that. Yeah, it's this. Armor break 3. So break armor equal to 20% of physical damage is dealt by supported skills. And physical damage is also considered bleed. So there's that. Oh, buy supported skill. Got you. Hmm. I think I read it wrong. That's why. Yeah, okay. I thought there was another one that did it too. You're right though. Yeah, I got you. I thought there was another one that did something similar. Hold on. Let me read it again. I thought I read one before. Um, maybe not. I thought there was a way to break their armor. I mean, there is in the passive tree. Um, right. So I think it's this one. No. Um, we could probably drop this. Increase area effect. It's done recently. We could probably drop this node. This one. I thought there was a node that actually like on heavy stun break armor. Oh yeah, it's something like this on penning an enemy instead of stunning them. Hmm. That's what I was reading. Yeah, it's right here. So break 50% of armor on heavy stunning an enemy.
So it's not probably worth it. Okay. Anyway, so we were looking at these.
Trying to figure out what we wanted, right? 'Cause I don't think there's much of anything that's gonna help us. Like, can you think of anything that's gonna help us? Like, possibly, hypothetically speaking, like a blasphemy curse could be useful. Granted, I'd have to, um, I'd have to get more spirit because I need 60 for it. We could do like vulnerability, right? Minus armor. That's true. It's true. We could do that then. We could do vulnerability. Vulnerability sounds like a good option then. Yeah, so maybe we can vulnerability, make them have less armor. I don't know if it's really worth it. I can't just think of it. Okay, we're not gonna worry too much about it. We're gonna run with what we got. We're gonna make this work. Gonna be much slower than what you were doing, obviously, but hey, it is what it is. Whoa, that hurts. Bro, that yellow is absolutely destroying me. Like, look at this. Look at this, bro. This yellow is a fucking nutbag and a half. I can't kill this thing. Oh, shit. I can't hit it. I've missed 3 times trying to hunt it. Thank you. Holy shit. I tried to hunt that thing 5 times and I kept missing. Holy shit. Black powder blitz. You know, 20% of your armor. Oh, that's actually insane. Can't sprint. Oh no. Kind of scared of that. So what do those boots do? I didn't read the black powder part. All right, so my rage does fall off even though I'm in combat. That's actually kind of bad. Bro, we are out of mana. I need mana leech or something. That's crazy. Oh, interesting.
Invite to party? What? What? What's the button? What's the button? I don't know how to get to social. Bro, what's the social button when you're on ASDW? I mean, I could do it that way, you're right. But what's the social button? Okay. Oh, that's such a stupid button. Oh. I think it's you, Edge. I honestly think it's you. Every time you're in my party, this is what happens. Mate, how was your day? Hopefully work wasn't too crazy. I honestly think your build is fucking my shit up. Can you save me? Anything? No. It's the thing. Have every time I've played with Edge, my game freaks out like this. I don't know what it is about his build, but it breaks my shit. And this is before his boots. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool little flip. Do it again. Oh, that's pretty sick. Now, can you use that to ignite your shit? Oh, you can. Yo, that's fire. Yo, that's actually sick. Oh, now somehow my character ran all the way across the map at like fucking Mach 30. All right, we're not gonna run rage on this build. It doesn't make any sense. I gotta find something else to put there. Yeah, Edge. I don't know what it is with your character, but it breaks my shit. It literally just makes me load all the time. Like I didn't have to load a single time last night. Even with Hab playing with me earlier, I didn't have to load at all. Like I didn't have any loading problems. The second you fucking zone in, my computer just freezes. It's like, nah, we're gonna be loading, bitch. And then it just sends me off on a wild goose chase and just yeets me across the map. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's all the explosions or what. But that shit's crazy. So I think I need to get some sort of leech or something. Some sort of mana regen, some sort of mana leech. We are gonna have mana problems, something fierce. Map clearing. Look how much mana I have left. Like I could use like a mana flask constantly. Bro, just fucking die. It's fucking Christ. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You haven't even shot yet. You haven't done anything. I literally haven't had a single loading issue, Edge, until the second you joined my map. That's what I don't understand. I don't know if it's like a connection thing from like, you know, where you are versus where I am, but that doesn't make any sense because Hab's further. Hab is on the other side of the goddamn world. So why would I have issues with you loading into my game and nobody else? It's so weird. And like remember the other night we were playing? It happened to me like fucking 15 times. I don't understand why it happens only when you're in my lobby so far. You're the only person I've played with, except for Hab tonight, and it happens with you all the time. I just don't get it. And it's fucking frustrating because you're one of the only people that I play games with. Kind of sad I can't use Rage. I wanted to like just blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? I wanted to like just juice it out. Boom. Just like, yeah, my rage is just like lowering. It's kind of frustrating. Oh my god, he only takes damage when I'm in proximity to him. Oh, that's so frustrating. Huh. Edge is in Canada. I'm doing pretty good. I took a like a 3 hour nap this morning so I could stay awake to do like, chores and stuff with the wife. And then I went to sleep at like 1:30. Um and then she didn't wake me up. I basically got up at like 9:30 at night. So I actually got a decent sleep today. First time in a while. Like I haven't been sleeping bad, but I've only been like 6 or 7 hours a night for like a little while. Oh, we're dead. Got body blocked again. Oh, love getting body blocked. The only problem with this play style for like map clear purposes is I can't run forward and clear. I have to run backwards and clear. So I have to kite things like from where I previously came from to make sure I don't get overwhelmed. Because if I get overwhelmed and surrounded and I don't get some kills, I can easily die to like body blocking. Oh, I have to put the. That's not who I want to put it on. I want to see. Yeah, it's not building that much. There it goes. Now it's building. Look at that build. Oh, look at that build. Look at that build. Dude, that build is insane. Okay. The stun build from this is actually kind of ridiculous. I put it on that yellow. And I was like, it was building nothing because I'd already previously stunned him. And then I was like building nothing, building nothing. And finally, it like was ready to start building again and just fucking unleashed. Like I said, not the fastest clear, which is the problem. And I got to be kind of careful that I don't like overpull. Like I can kill lots of things with my explosions, like my bleed explosions. I might want to juice out the bleed explosions a little bit though. I don't know if there's a way to juice the bleed explosions higher.